In your book, you talk about the idea of getting a feel for the water, and you use this idea of taking the underwater stroke and searching for what you call impulses under the water. I was wondering if you could describe what those impulses feel like to you.
Yeah, a feel for the water is something, I think there's a certain population of coaches who wonder if it can be taught, because you have some athletes who just naturally understand it. I fully believe it can be taught. This is why I actually also went into sport like pentathlon, to say you can learn sports, the keys to each sport, even at later ages. If you start in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, a feel for the water is one of the most beautiful ones you could try and learn. And there's a lot of elements to it. And what's interesting to me is semantics and the words that a coach would choose to try and describe such a foreign concept to most people. So when I coach, and impulses is one way you can try and say it. Dot Councilman has used those words, or Ernie McGlishko, some of our most renowned theorists in the sport of swimming. Everybody tries to find words to describe it. And some of our coaches talk about the amount of tension you should have in your muscles, not being too rigid, but we can't be relaxed. We have to be athletes. And then if you have the correct amount of tension, and an impulse just means you don't come in and just pull straight back and want to rush the stroke. So people get the satisfaction that there's this flurry of movement coming in. Yeah, but you have to learn how on the water you can create a friction or a traction on a fluid with a certain pitch of your hand and the way that you hold your hand, and also the forearm, part of under the elbows, all part of that. And also, once you've done things like that, what muscles do we need to engage then when we have a hold on the water to actually begin the powerful parts of the pull? So an impulse just means to me, don't pull straight back and rush it. Ernie McGlishko says there's a little diagonal component to a predominantly backwards push, but we have to incorporate a little diagonal impulsing. So I enjoy swimming clinics too, where you can have these discussions with people. In the book Swim Speed Secrets, using the words the best we can in photos was a real labor of love. And now it's taken to another level when you get to work with people in person.